is Amy Tate with Insider Travel Report, and I am here with Henley Vasquez, the co-founder of Fora Travel. So this is a great pop-up here today. It is right in the middle of New York City, down here in Soho, West Broadway. And can you tell me a little bit more about this idea for the pop-up?
Yeah, so we are launching our first pop-up right now for May. So here until May 29th, 6 days a week, entirely staffed by our advisors. So the idea was, how do you bring sort of the old school storefront travel agency experience back into the modern age and take what we all know in the industry is so cool about how we're interacting with our partners and give that experience to travelers. So now you can come in, we'll have an activation from Rocco Forte where they're bringing in a gelato truck to celebrate Italy. We had something with F1 this past weekend. They had simulation cars they brought in.
Wow.
We've got a Jamaica Day coming up where Round Hill is bringing in a Jamaican food truck. And so really celebrating the experience of travel and the experience of working with amazing partners and staffed by advisors who can help you plan a trip.
So you're going to bring this to other cities as well?
Not sure yet. I think we're going to get through the month of May first and then see where it goes, but I would love to do this other places.
We would love it in Florida too.
Sounds good.
So a little bit more, it's out here on West Broadway if you guys want to come down and check it out. And this staffed by advisors, so you can come in. Can you book travel here?
You absolutely can book travel here. So you can book an appointment with an advisor. The appointments have been very busy. Or you can just wander in and ask questions and you'll have an advisor here to help you.
Okay, I want to talk about a little bit more about becoming an advisor for those that are interested. So tell me, do you have like more new advisors or more experience? Do you let us new advisors in if we want to?
Yes, definitely. So our community is actually 97% new to the industry. So these are people who came in having been sort of passionate travelers before and entrepreneurs, but actually never built a travel business. And that has really been our goal, is how do you give them a platform and the training and the tooling to create something that's a really serious business in travel?
Also, how about for those 9-to-5s that want to get out there? Can you help us too? Or if they're in there and they don't have all the time, but they really want to get in?
Definitely. I would say most of our advisors, when they start, are doing this part-time. And that might mean they have another job. That might mean that they're taking care of kids. But what we've seen is if they want to, they can build up that bigger business and tip over into doing this full-time. Many of our Forex advisors do. But for a lot of people, hey, they've got a great job at Google. They meet a lot of their clients at work. And so they are going to do both, and they're going to do it well.
That makes sense. They already have a built-in network there. So can you tell me, for those who decide to go all in, you have a program called Forex. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so we really tier our advisors through their training and their sales. So you can earn your way into better commission splits and also different access into the industry. So obviously, if you're just getting started, we're going to support you, but you're not going on a fam trip.
Right.
But as you sell more and do more training, what you're going to do is level up to Fora Pro or Fora X. And Fora X is really when you start going to those traditional agency conferences, out there doing more of the events that you'll see other sort of traditional advisors at, and they can access that too. But we let them really learn the ropes on their way up.
Okay, and you're introducing another level above that, am I right? Or
yeah, so Centum, I would say it's less another level. So we announced our Centum advisors this year.
Okay.
So Centum means 100 in Latin. And so instead of continuing to create more levels, what we wanted to do is really celebrate every year the top 100 advisors, because what we've seen is that people build businesses quite quickly. So they are scaling really fast. Somebody who started yesterday might have $1 million book in a year. So Centum will be announced every year at the beginning of the year, and it will be kind of like a Condé Nast Gold List. You get to have that accolade of you did that well, and who knows who'll be on there next year.
That sounds pretty great for a new advisor, just being able to come all in and maybe go from Google to this company. Sounds amazing. And travel the world, right? Not have to be behind a desk all the time.
Right, and that's one of those things is I think having a really vibrant community, no matter how much we're out there doing this job, we can't go everywhere. So having a really diverse and vibrant community means that as much as we're behind the desk and on an airplane, there's always someone who's been somewhere that my client is asking about. So I have access to that community that's going to support.
Right. Can you tell me more about that? Do you guys have, what technology do you have that's a little different than, say, other agencies?
Yeah, we invest pretty heavily in tech, and that really is about empowering the travel entrepreneur. So our platform has a booking platform that's set on top of the GDS, so you could search, compare rates, and book. a CRM where you're storing all of your client information. All of our training is in there as well. So I always say if it's Saturday night and somebody asks you about Bhutan, you'll be able to go in, watch the training, and actually have social media assets that you'll be able to use to share, or itineraries to pass on to your client. And then our finance handles all of the back office for the advisor. So no chasing commissions, no dealing with reconciliation. Our team does that for you.
So some AI involved as well, I guess?
AI is involved in
Yeah.
everything now. I
Awesome,
think
yeah.
we very much see AI as friend, not foe. So we have a team of engineers that works with all of our different pods so that AI is being layered into all that we're doing to try to automate as much as we can and let the humans really focus on that premium experience of custom travel.
So I've heard you have a new app coming out. Can you tell me more about that?
We do. So one of the things that we've seen is one of the, it's the biggest need for advisors, both in terms of they spend a lot of time on it and their clients want it, is itineraries.
Okay.
So this summer, what we're about to release is our first itinerary software, and that will be in an app that your clients will be able to download and travel with them. It automatically generates so that when you're creating bookings and you're sorting them into, this is Henley's trip to Italy, she's going 3 places, here's her flights, it's going to automatically create an itinerary that then I can customize, but I don't actually have to go through the administrative task of doing it. And that is about to launch very soon. We're really excited about it.
That sounds amazing. I can't wait to see that. Is there anything else you want to tell our 128 travel advisors out there?
Yeah, I think, what I would say is there was a lot of doubt when we started. Can new people coming into this industry actually make a splash? And we're really excited that we just passed $1 billion in bookings and 2 million room nights. So we're just so proud of our community. But I think the thing that we're seeing is how tech can empower these people to build businesses in a different way. And so whether it's monitoring prices once you book something to see if that goes down, the itineraries, ability to send a link to your client with a quote on it really easily generated. All of that is what we're kind of pushing towards throughout this year to just give them a way to do their job better, faster, stronger, so that they can plan more incredible travel.
Sounds pretty awesome. How long is this pop-up going to be here for?
So pop-up is here until May 29th, Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Check our socials for events, calendars, everything that's going on here, and please come by to visit us.
Definitely come by 433rd Broadway, right here, down in the west side. So awesome location. All the shops are here. You get a cup of coffee.
Get a cup of coffee.
And come meet Henley. Yeah.
Coffee.
And book some travel. And yeah.
Just come chat and hang out.
Awesome. Well, this is Amy Tate with Insider Travel Report.